About where Texas parents may send their children to school if the state legislature creates education savings accounts. Some Texas parents are already taking their child's education into their own hands.
KCBD News Channel 11's Madeline Hall spoke with families who homeschool their children to learn how this new legislation could impact them. Madeline?
Karen and Abner, while the Texas House and Senate have proposed two different versions of education savings accounts this session, both allocate $2,000 per homeschool student per year. Homeschool parents that I spoke to say they don't want it.
It's one of those deals, we already have school choice. Let's just keep it how we got it.
Homeschooling your child is a personal choice and something many parents do not take lightly. For the Holmes family, it wasn't something they initially saw for their children.
I was homeschooled, and I did not want to homeschool because of that. Not because it was a bad experience. It was actually a really good experience. I didn't feel qualified to homeschool.
That's until their daughters were in school several years ago and another student brought guns to class.
They notified all the parents, and I ran up to the school and tried to go up to the door, and the cops told me, you can't go up there, which is understandable for the greater safety. However, that sparked something in me. I don't lose jurisdiction over my children no matter where they're at. They're my children. That's a God-given right.
That jurisdiction and autonomy over their child is why many families, like the Tuckers, feel like the most capable people to teach and raise their own kids.
And that's a big part of it, you know, teaching them how to love the Lord and teaching them how to be good people. And so that's a big part of homeschool. Could that happen in public school? Yeah, sure. But we just decided that that's what our house was going to do.
Deciding how and what their children learn at home is something important for the Holmes and Tuckers families. That's why they don't want the state's education savings account money or its involvement.
With money comes strings, always. And I think it's going to strip a lot of things and a lot of freedoms and a lot of things away from our people that I don't think anybody's really putting together.
I already have a choice. I have a choice, and I'm operating within this choice. The problem is that the government wants to be able to teach our children what they think that they should learn, as opposed to us being able to teach our children what they need to learn.
Lubbock State Representative Carl Tepper, however, says while state involvement in homeschooling may have happened in other states, it won't here in Texas.
It's an unneeded concern. In a state like Texas, it's highly unlikely, almost 0%, that we're going to interfere with your homeschooling curriculum.
The Texas Homeschool Coalition, an advocacy organization for Texas homeschool families, reports it's been actively involved in ESA discussions to ensure families who choose not to receive funding from the state remain free and protected from what it describes as state intrusion. In both the state House and Senate bills, participation in ESAs is optional for all families. Karen and Abner.
Thank you, Matt.